People think revenge is loud, full of shouting, anger, and violence. But real revenge makes no noise. Real revenge is not about hurting others, it is about rising so high that those who once insulted you are forced to watch your success in silence. This is the story of Arjun, a boy who grew up in a poor village, was humiliated by society, and betrayed by fate, but he never broke. He never fought back with words. He fought back with success. Arjun was born in a small dusty village named Bansoli. His home was a tiny mud hut with a tin roof that rattled in the wind. When it rained, water dripped from holes straight onto the floor. His father was a hard-working farmer buried under debt, and his mother worked in the fields from sunrise till sunset just to feed the family twice a day. Poverty had trapped their life like a curse. But even in darkness, Arjun carried a small flame, hope. While others slept, he sat beside a flickering lantern reading old, torn books. He dreamed of doing something big, something meaningful. People laughed at him. In their eyes, a village boy had no right to dream. The biggest insult in his life came from Raghav Singh, the wealthiest and most powerful landlord of the village. Raghav did not just own most of the land, he owned people's pride. He believed poor people were born only to serve the rich. One day, Arjun went to Raghav to ask for help. His father was extremely sick, the doctor said he needed treatment in the city. With no money left, Arjun folded his hands and begged Raghav for a small loan. Instead of helping, Raghav insulted him in front of the entire village. "You want money?" Raghav laughed cruelly. "You are not worth even a single rupee. Your father is a burden, let him die. One less beggar in this village." People around laughed. Arjun stood frozen. Tears burned in his eyes, but he did not let them fall. He did not scream or curse. He simply looked at Raghav and made a silent promise: one day, he would return, not as a beggar, but as someone greater. Life showed no mercy. Days later, Arjun's father died. Poverty had taken everything from him, but not his will. With nothing left in the village, Arjun packed one small bag and took a bus to Mumbai. He had just 400 rupees in his pocket and a storm in his heart. Mumbai greeted him not with hope, but with hunger and sleepless nights. He slept at railway stations, on footpaths, or wherever he found space. He worked as a waiter in a roadside hotel, washed dishes, cleaned floors, and even sold tea at traffic signals. He faced insults every day, but he never complained. Every night, no matter how tired he was, he would sit near a cafe that had free Wi-Fi and study business videos on his cracked second-hand phone. He didn't go to college, but he never stopped learning. After months of working day and night, Arjun managed to save 10,000 rupees. With that, he started a small business, selling handmade herbal soaps made from ingredients found in his village. At first, no one trusted his brand. Some mocked him, some rejected him. But Arjun didn't stop. He believed that if he could sell one soap, he could sell 1,000. One day, an old lady tried his soap and loved it. She introduced him to a women's self-help group who agreed to help him produce more. Slowly, his business started to grow. He named his brand, Shudveda, from nature, for life. Small stores began stocking his soaps. People liked the purity of his product. Money began to come slowly, and Arjun finally rented a small room to live in. His life was far from perfect, but he was finally moving forward. Then came betrayal. A big company approached Arjun, praising his work and offering a business deal that sounded like a dream. Believing it would help his business grow, Arjun trusted them. But it was a trap. They copied his formula, stole his suppliers, and took legal control of his company by making him unknowingly sign manipulative papers. In a single day, Arjun lost everything: his business, his brand, his dreams. Most people would have given up. But not Arjun. He did not fight them in court. He did not threaten anyone. He simply walked away, silently. Because he knew people could steal his idea, but not his mind. He started again from zero. This time, wiser. Stronger. Smarter. He learned branding, marketing, and e-commerce. He built a new brand from scratch, Veda Earth Naturals. He didn't just sell soaps now, he built a full organic product line. He promoted online, connected with influencers, partnered with local businesses. Orders flooded in. His business exploded statewide, then nationwide. Within a few years, Earth became a global brand. Arjun built his first factory. Then his second. Then a corporate office in Mumbai. He hired hundreds of employees, many from his village. He donated money for schools and women empowerment projects. He became an inspiration not only for entrepreneurs, but for anyone who had ever been told they were not worth it. Years later, fate opened a chapter he had been waiting for. News spread that Raghav Singh, the arrogant landlord from Arjun's village, had gone bankrupt. His lands were seized by the bank due to unpaid loans and mismanagement. An auction was announced. Arjun attended the auction quietly, dressed in a simple suit. No one recognized him at first. Raghav, now old and desperate, stood in the corner watching his lands being sold one by one. When Arjun raised his hand and bought the same land where Raghav had once insulted him, people whispered in surprise. Raghav stared at Arjun in disbelief. He finally recognized the boy he once mocked. After the auction, Arjun walked up to Raghav. He didn't smirk. He didn't insult him. He simply said, "Come to my office tomorrow. I have work for you." The next day, Raghav arrived, broken and ashamed. He stood before Arjun with lowered eyes. "You bought everything I had," Raghav said slowly. "Now you want to humiliate me." Arjun looked at him calmly. "No. I want to rebuild the village. I need someone experienced to manage village land and development. And I want you to do it." Raghav stared in disbelief. "After everything I did to you, why are you helping me?" Arjun smiled faintly. "Because life already punished you. I don't need to. My revenge was never to hurt you. My revenge was to prove you wrong. You once told me I was worth nothing. Today, I am giving you a job. That is enough." Raghav's eyes filled with tears. For the first time in his life, he understood the power of silent revenge. Years passed. The village of Bansoli transformed: new schools, clean water, healthcare, and jobs. Arjun didn't just become rich, he became a source of change. He proved that a person's past does not define their future. He proved that poverty is not permanent. And most importantly, he proved that revenge is not about destroying others, it's about building yourself. Revenge is not taken by loud anger. It is achieved by silent success. Moral of the story: never waste your energy on hatred or revenge. Focus on your growth. Success speaks louder than words. The world may doubt you, insult you, or try to break you, but your success will silence them all.